Thank God this chapter ended the way it did, because if it hadn't, this chapter would have been horribly bad. I mean, all the way through, I was cringing all the way through. Let me just turn my laptop a bit. I was cringing all the way through because the dialogue was so bad. The dialogue was so bad. Like, it was horrendous. I'll get to it when we get through the chapter chronologically. But it was so bad. I mean, like, the things they were saying were cringy, the things they were saying were stupid and downright contradictory to other chapters that we've had. Just two chapters, I think it was literally just 2 chapters ago, they said stuff which contradicts stuff that we've learned in this chapter. So I'm just like, really? The dialogue was really bad this chapter, and there was an increasing sense of dread as I was reading through this chapter. And then when we got to the end, I was like, thank you. Thank you, Acnologia. You know, you actually did something for once. Let me just lower the laptop screen. Alright, so I was like, thank God you did that, because this chapter could have been real bad. And it could have gotten real bad real quick. So this was Fairy Tale chapter 542, Instinct. So what we see first is Acnologia tanking and eating up everything that Minerva and her saber-tooth crew and the Eurasian seas are there as well. She's eating up all their Acnologia is eating up all their attacks, and he's just tanking them basically. And we find out from Minerva that Acnologia is doing everything on instinct, because they make mention that he's not aware of his self. He's not his normal self, because his actual thinking self is fighting the Dragon Slayers at the moment. So he's just doing everything on instinct, and he's going after the largest magical presence that he can feel, which makes it a bit awkward for why he hasn't gone towards Makarov and them lot, because Makarov should be one of the greater magical presences, but considering the Eurasian Seas and Sabertooth are in front of him, it would make sense for him to go after them. So then we see the human manifestation of Acnologia wrecking the Dragon Slayers. Now this was the best part of the chapter for me. This was very good. I thought that was very well done, because the Dragon Slayers should not be holding a candle to Acnologia at this moment in time. They should be getting destroyed, and I said that a couple chapters ago. I said it last chapter, I think, and it's happening. So that's good. I'm really happy with that. So then we go to Harjin, where Gray and Juvia have acquired, alongside Leon, they've acquired an Alvarez army ship. That's the biggest ship they could find at the port. There are other ships as well, but that's the biggest one. Now their only issues are, how do we get him on? And Urza arrives at Harjin, and she's like, I'll knock him out of the sky. I was like, bitch, get out of here, man. Get out of here. I don't want to talk about Urza. I don't want to hear about Urza. And even Gray's had enough of her shit. He's like, really, enough of the crazy plans, bitch. You know, we don't want you here. Just get out of this manga, man. Because she ruins it every time she opens her mouth. Just her presence pisses me off now. It's like, oh my god, Urza, you need to get off. You need to get out of this manga, alright? So then Mira's like, this is the part I was talking about earlier in this review. Mira says, if we can't use magic, we can just pummel him. We can use physical attacks. You know, we got numbers. He might have quality. We got quantity. You know, so if we can't use magic, just use physical attacks. But I'm pretty damn sure that it was established literally just a couple chapters ago that even physical attacks, unless enhanced with Dragon Slayer magic or something along those lines, they wouldn't affect Acnologia. A physical attack can't damage Acnologia because of his freaking dragon hide and his dragon skin, his toughness. So what the fuck, Mashima? You know, I mean, like, you've literally just contradicted what you've written a couple chapters ago. Now, it might be a translation issue, but Manga Stream are generally quite good. I mean, they made a slight slip up, I think it was in one of the chapters I reviewed just a week ago or something, a few days ago. One of the guys mentioned it in the comments. But Manga Stream are generally they're the best translating group out there. Translation group, I don't know. Translations out there done by Manga Stream are the best. For me personally, I think they write really well. So the fact that Mira said that, I was just like, you messed up, man. You done goofed. So I was like, what? So then Urza's promise of, I promise I will get him out of the sky. I'm just like, get the fuck, just get out of here. You know, Urza just annoys the hell out of me. So then they voice 2 problems that they have. The first problem, will Minerva, Sabertooth, and the Eurasian Seas actually be able to lead Acnologia to Harjin? And will Lucia and her crew find the book that dictates how Fairy Sphere is activated? So then, right on cue, Lucy finds the book that enables her to basically understand how to use Fairy Sphere. So then we go back to the Dragon Slayers. They're getting spanked. Oration sees and the Saber-Tooth crew are leading Acnologia to Hajin. What they did was they understood finally that Acnologia is doing this all on instinct. He's attacking on instinct. The greatest magical presences around him. So they're running away, being the greatest magical presences, and he's like, I gotta follow these guys. So he's just following them. That works out. That was a good decision by those guys, and that was well thought out. Well done, Mashima. So the Dragon Slayers then, this is the part of the chapter where I was like, oh my god, the dialogue, whoa. The Dragon Slayers make the cheesiest declarations I have ever seen. And this is fairy tale we're talking about, but this was on another level. I even listed them. This is exactly what they wrote. They said something like, I won't be able to show my face to my friends. Okay, that's okay. Everyone's waiting to go back home. I'm like, they've said that quite a few times now in this manga. Then I've got friends I need to protect. Okay, we get it. Nakama, it's cool. Then Laxus with his, I won't let you get the old man or the guild. Okay, we understand you love your grandfather. Then we'll break you before you break us, Gajil. I was like, oh man, this is getting so bad. Wendy, your legend ends today. I was, what? Oh my god. And then the icing on the cake, this is our last dance, Acnologia, Natsu. I was like, whoa. And I'm not sure if you guys found it as cheesy as I did, or whether it's even as cheesy as I think it is. But I don't know, just reading through the chapter, and I'm like, you're all facing death. This is like your last dance, okay? This is your last thing you're gonna do. And that's what you pop out with? I was like, what, man? Nah. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, yo, this chapter is getting horrendous at this moment in time. So then we see the other issue I had, actually, a major issue we've had these last however many chapters that we've seen Acnologia in his dragon form, is that the Eurasian Seas and Sabertooth are outpacing the Acnologia in flight once again. I was like, bitch, he's a dragon. He's the Dragon King. How is he being outpaced in the sky? Now, the only thing that comforts me here is that he's currently not technically all there. He's not aware. So he might not be flying at full speed. He's just following them kind of in a limbo type mode, a zombie type mode. So then everyone at Port Harjin, they've all arrived there. They're preparing to use Fairy Sphere. We hold hands. That was also a bit cringy. And then Acnologia does the best thing I have seen him do in a while. The guy, you see all this sparkly shit around him, and then Gildart is like, oh my god, he's about to attack. So then Acnologia is like, justice reigns from above, and he destroys basically the entirety of Port Harjin. Not so much so that it looked like a nuke went off, but he destroyed all the ships that were there. So all the ships are destroyed, and everyone's resolve, even Urza's, is destroyed. And I was like, yes, thank God. Oh my god. Acnologia has saved this chapter. He's making Fairy Tail okay as of right now. He's saving these chapters by totally demolishing everyone's hope and everyone's dreams and all that shit. So I like the fact that even Urza was like, oh crap, but this is only for the time being. She's gonna come back and be like, I'll knock him down from the sky again. So Urza just annoys me. But let me know what you guys thought. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So the main things for me were Acnologia tanking everyone's attacks in his dragon form, Acnologia wrecking everyone, all the dragon slayers in his non-dragon form, Grey having enough of Urza's shit. I've had enough of Urza's shit. Mira's contradictory statement of whether physical attacks can harm him or not, Urza's promise, then Lucy found the book, they're at Port Harjin and all the ships are destroyed. Now the other thing is, we have a bunch of, I think 3, maybe 4, we have Leon, Grey, and we have that Sabertooth member, who are all, I've forgotten what the type of mage is called. They're all something like Ice Make or Memory Make. They're all those, I've forgotten what the mage type is called, but they make things, okay, out of stuff. So the fact that they have no physical ship doesn't really shock me so much. It's not much of a twist, because Grey can freaking make a ship if he doesn't have enough magical power. Leon's there to help him make a ship, and then we have the Memory Make guy who can just make a ship anyway. Probably I've forgotten how his powers work or what they even were. But what I'm saying is we have all these make type mages who can just solve the problem real easy and real quick. So even though that was a good twist at the end, and I love Acnologia for it, I'm not so hype about what's going to happen next chapter, because they're just going to... Actually, let me just check what next chapter's called, man. Let me just go down here. Nope, found out. Go back. All right, the next chapter is called Linked Hearts. Okay, so that's almost definitely going to be something about a fairy sphere. Linked Hearts. Oh my god, I'm not gonna enjoy that next one, I don't think. But this one was okay. I liked what Acnologia was doing all the way throughout this chapter. Destruction, kicking ass, and then more destruction. It was good. But everyone's cheesy comments and stuff, it was kind of 50-50. So I'm gonna give this about a 6, maybe. Like I would say 5, 50-50. But it was better than that. It was about a 6. I'm gonna give it a solid 6. It wasn't horrifying, because of Acnologia and everything he was doing, and the Dragon Slayers getting their asses kicked. But then Urza and Mira and all these other guys ruining it. Lucy finding the book at the speed of light. I understand it's only been a chapter, she hasn't really struggled yet. This manga does a really bad job of developing struggle in terms of the length of it. I understand it would have been more filler looking if she struggled more looking for that book. But it was all too convenient, Acnologia is like starting to kick some ass now, and then it's like, oh, I found the book. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in a few hours when I release my Nanatsu no Taizai review. So I'll see you guys then.